on, eh? Hey. Mic check. Check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. What to do? Off topic. Episode 45. You're back with Jared and Andy on the Midnight Mix, and let me fade in some Catsy Robbins for you. Ooh. Was I just good for a second? No, just me. You know what? As short-lived as my singing career just was, it felt good.
Mate, that's a hell of an intro.
Episode 45 of Off Topic, our favorite podcast, hopefully yours. Anyone that is new here, hello, welcome. If you could do us a favor and hit download on the episodes, that is, I know we hound that shit every week, but it's all that on our end. It's what matters essentially.
Yeah, look, we don't do any of this for profit. We don't have any brand deals, nothing like that. So we just quickly want to reiterate, if you guys would like and download and stuff, it goes a long way. And we've noticed it in the last couple of weeks, and having a few new listeners along for the journey. Welcome. We're feeling a little bit silly today. I think this is like our third start to this podcast.
Oh man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Am I tired? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm tired.
I think it's the long weekend, and I said this earlier, but fuck long weekends.
It was like 2 weeks ago now, though.
I know, but the thing is, like, as good as a long weekend is, you get the 3 days off. It really fucks with me mentally. Like, it is like, obviously when this comes out, I don't know when, but it's Wednesday right now. It felt like a Friday.
My dudes.
Felt like a Friday today to me.
Did.
You know, the sun was out.
I think my reason...
That is the requirement for a Friday. Yeah. I wanted a drink.
I knew I wasn't going into work today, so I wasn't rushing to go to sleep last night. Still went to bed at a respectable hour, but
yeah,
I think just the whole... You know, when you're like, oh, it's not really pressing. I've got this big thing at night where it used to keep me up, where I was like, well, if I go to bed, it's tomorrow. Then I have to do it all over again. So I'm going to stretch out this day, and I just stay up dumb late.
Yeah, I know that feeling. But I feel like I've done it too often now that I regret it so much because I'm absolutely shattered the next day.
Yeah.
And like... So much so that I go the other side. Like last night, I was asleep by 8:30 p.m.
It's like still sunny at 8:30 now.
Oh yeah, I know. It was definitely like none of my flatmates were home yet. It was still sunny, and I was just that tired. But I knew like I fucking need to sleep because I cannot stand waking up the next day and being groggy. But I do know what you mean though. That it's like you don't want to give in. Like if I go to bed,
then when I wake up. It's the start of another cycle of this.
Bamboozled me.
You're telling me it's going to be tomorrow soon? But if you don't sleep, it's today.
Exactly. It's still the present.
And the present is a present.
My presence is a present.
Episode 45. Thank you guys for being here. To my right in the co-pilot cockpit is Mr. Andrew, and I am Jared. How was your week, my friend?
This week so far, or we want to kick it back a bit?
We can kick it back a bit.
Yeah, I've had a few crazy weeks in a row. I think last time, before the last episode went out, I had my football prize giving, which was a hoot.
Nice.
That was good. We got told dress casual, and so casual for me means shorts and a t-shirt. Everybody was in suits.
Really? What?
Yeah. We just didn't get the memo.
Was that a cruel prank on Andy?
No. It wasn't just me.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully. No, it was. They sent it to our manager saying dress casual, blah blah blah. But then like everyone's in like suits and shit, and I guess it's like
so it's like the full club.
Yeah,
prize giving.
Full club prize giving. Yeah.
Nice.
It was good. We had a few beers. I actually drove out. Because I was like, I'll just have a couple of beers and head home. What was I thinking?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
A couple of beers. How long's a piece of string?
Yeah.
I don't know, twice the length from the middle.
Yeah. Damn, I never heard that.
Someone said that to me once, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
There goes the kitchen sink. I'm just saying words now.
Saying said wrong was 3 episodes ago.
again.
Yeah, I told you we feel a little bit silly. Anyway, so I ended up in town after the football prize giving. There was a couple of us that went out.
Was this on a weeknight?
Nah, Saturday.
Oh, sweet.
Ended up in town, but it was
school.
fucking boring and dead. And I'm sorry if you like town. I do too, but it's only like there's that like certain time if you go like when the sun's setting. You know, you get into a bar and and then it like starts to go down. You hit like
and we're getting into that time of year.
Yeah, that's ideal. But we got there at like 12:30 at night.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, not ideal. It was just one of those spontaneous things. I'd already been like turned down, and by the bartender. So I was like, shot my shot.
Yeah,
I was like, I need to get out of here.
It's still in shorts.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, what happened? I can't remember. I think I went to town in shorts. Yeah.
Oh, well, are we shocked?
Fuck you, man.
Sorry. You're up at 12:30 with literally a club full of footy players in shorts, and then you're like, fuck town, man, I didn't get in.
No, I got in. I mean, I was shut down by the bartender at the football club. So I was like, I need out of here.
Oh, I thought by bartender you were
so-
meant to say bouncer, and then I read it as you pretty much turned up to the door and you're like, one Andrew, please. And then they were like, next time, brother. And then,
No, but I was wearing my puffer jacket and every single bouncer patted me down.
you're like, nope, that's all me.
Yeah. It's just a normal hoodie. No,
Leftovers.
so every bar or club we went to, it was like going through airport security. I was baffled. But I guess that makes sense. I was in shorts. But no, I got shot down by the bartender at the football club, and I was like, I need to get out of here.
Like
So,
cut off.
Like, no. Like shot my shot.
Oh.
Yes, for male.
This has taken me way too long. Okay, first of all, I thought it was a bouncer, and then I thought you got cut off from drinking. Ah. So you queen to C5 there. What was your
It's
method?
more like Queen to C4 because it blew up in my face.
I like your work. What was your methodology?
So we would so the prize giving started. I walked up to the bar, and the chairman or whoever's speaking, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll get a pint," because I knew it was starting. Wanted to have a drink for the whole fucking thing, and she's like, "Oh, nah, not serving you while so and so's talking." And then I went and sat down. I was like, "Fuck, boys, get a load of this," and like fucking like started slagging her off. Like don't know why, half cut. Started slagging her off, being like, "She didn't serve me. I couldn't believe it because someone's, and started saying all this." And then I like turn around and she's behind me, heard the whole conversation. Like I went probably as red as I am now for the sunburn.
Yeah.
Like freaked out, like fuck. She heard the whole conversation, but like she was real good with it, like real banter, like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah," like, "Don't talk about me too loud," and this and that. And then we had like good flirtatious banter for the whole night. And it turns out she has a boyfriend. So hey,
The old trick by someone just doing their job.
yeah. Oh yeah, the amount of times I've nearly married a stripper. But anyway, I needed a fast exit out of there, and the only way was to go to town, so I did it.
Nice. And then turned into a dud night.
Yeah, I think just the fact of going a bit later in the evening, and being in shorts and a puffer jacket, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing just was like, yeah. But still had a good night. It was all good.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you, bro? What have you been up to?
What have you done? Backtracking 2 weeks?
Yeah, well,
Literally the last thing we did was probably when we went out on Sunday after. So we did the episode with Lupac. Thank you to
Shout him
everyone
out.
that listened to that. And then afterwards, he was like, what are you guys up to kind of thing. It was a long weekend. It was Sunday. And we were like, not much. We had a couple of drinks while we did the podcast. And he was like, well, I'm heading out to this thing. Do you guys want to come?
yo.
It's in Howick.
Oh, yeah.
And that
sheesh.
made my toes curl.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, I'm a no, but I can be sweet talked.
I don't know. Like, don't people still wear old timey clothes in Howick?
Amish.
Yeah, you didn't like every kid like go to like a school trip to Howick and wore like Peaky Blinders hats.
Oh, yeah. What a niche memory of like the Pioneers Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys called it? The Pioneers Day.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and I wore like a cummerbund and
did you never put two and two together? Like Howick was that? Isn't that where we went?
oh, dude, I couldn't tell you where I went. I was like 6.
Yeah.
No, I was older. My dad came and he wore a cheese cutter.
Nice.
I remember that. And I wore like a white button-up shirt and brown.
Sorry, I just had this like thought. Like, Lupac invites us to the festival, tells us it's in Howick, and we turn up in cheese cutters and cummerbunds.
Top of the morning, sir. 2 for off topic, please. We flick him a coin. Thank you, fair maiden. 1 pint of ale, please.
Holy shit! Why is this not a festival? That'd be sick.
So we went out to that.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was. Like, he said he was like, got in contact with us and he was like, if you guys are keen, just kind of say, if you get to the door, say who you are, you should get in, no problems. And we were like, oh.
Yeah. Ooh, welcome to the big dance.
And we got there, got in all right. Actually, we didn't. First people, we were like, off topic. Who?
Yeah.
Which was, humbling.
Yeah.
And we got in, and then, of course, him and his crew were kind of like, hey, do you want to come upstairs to this area? There's some drinks and whatnot. You can kind of see over the whole gig from there. And we went to go upstairs, and
Denied.
they were like, oh, you need a band to get up here. Actually, you needed a band to get in.
Yeah, well,
And
you don't have a
me
band
and
at
Andy
all.
are walking around bandless, naked wrists, and
In our cheese cutters.
just my cufflinks on. And yeah, they were kind of like, what are you guys doing here? How did you get in? Anyway, it all got sorted, and we managed to get the special treatment, which was pretty cool. Like, I'm not one to really sign up to that sort of stuff, but when it's offered, you take it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice of Lupac and his boys, his entourage and security.
Yeah.
And have a night out and actually go to Freaks Out East. Right, it's a big gig. It's been around for a while, and I've always wanted to go. Just knowing that it was so far away was just a bit of a
Yeah. You got to go there and go back for 100 years.
yeah.
By horse, that's a good 3 days. Blaze a trail out to Howick.
What's Uber Time Machines paying?
But that was a good time. And then last week on Thursday, I went to the theatre.
Did
So, yeah, I did. I went to
the theater.
to the theatre. I
So-
saw a play.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full like playbill, like gave you the thing at the door.
Nah.
Give me
Like-
a rundown.
It was a reiteration of the Addams Family as a musical.
Okay.
And was invited by the lady and her father and partner, and I was like, all right.
Cultured.
Yeah, I know. That's what it felt
Fuck.
like. I was kind of, the thespian in me perked my ears. And, someone that's into that shit.
Oh, okay.
And I went along and I actually really enjoyed it. Turns out my cousin was in the play.
Damn.
And my auntie was serving drinks. And
Cheer, auntie.
yeah, she was like, "I enjoy the show and everything." And shouldn't say "and everything." That was me. And it was a good time. I like just watching it. You're kind of like, it makes you kind of giddy, or it made me kind of giddy in a sense of like, the for me anyway, like the rush of when you rehearse something for like 6 weeks and then it's go time.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's now or never. We got to bring the best, because I don't know if it's like this for actual like professional plays or anything, but even in the last week, you're really fine tweaking and still trying to sort out the last bits and pieces. And even going into it, you're like, hopefully this is embedded in my brain enough, because once you walk out on the stage and you see the lights and the crowd in there, it's kind of autopilot at that point. Like you don't feel yourself saying the words, they just sort of happen.
That won't be the only play though that they did, right?
No,
like,
they did a run. They
There'll
did
be
a
like
run.
a tour, so you get to
like
tweak it as you go.
There's
it's
a
like
matinee, and then
I can only compare it to like professional sports, right? Like you got the first day out, like in your first game of the season, and as you go on, you just don't
slowly get better.
Yeah, like
but
you
can have
kinda,
off nights. Like you could have a great night one night, or suddenly you have to adapt because someone says one sentence and then they say another, and you're like, you skipped a whole paragraph.
Yeah,
and then
you just
hopefully
gotta adapt on the fly.
The thing is, the audience has no idea because they don't have the script.
Yeah,
so it's just let's piece this together, and hopefully no one notices. But there's always that quick glance of like, we're doing this.
Yeah. Damn. So where was it? Where'd you go? Somewhere fancy?
No, it was in the Glen Eden Theatre.
They got a theatre. Damn.
Yeah, they got an old theatre. Like it's actually it's like a proper theatre.
Cool.
So it's like the equivalent to like the Pump House or something like that.
Yeah. Damn. Nice.
It was nice.
Cultured evening.
It was.
Yeah. How long did that go for? Because I heard that like if you go to plays and that they can be they give you like a break in between and
an intermission.
Yeah.
An hour, and then an intermission, then an hour.
Oh, that's all right.
That's fine.
I've had exams longer than that. Not that I was there for the full 2 hours, but
it was so it was based around the Addams family, but the whole concept is that are you familiar with the Addams family?
Just the theme song.
Nice. So
and the hand. There's a hand?
No, they didn't. That was what I was thinking the whole time. The hand wasn't a part of it, but then also like who plays the hand. And then
wow.
So everyone else was in it bar the hand.
Not going. 0 stars.
Yeah, so the premise of it was that Wednesday Addams, the daughter,
her name's Wednesday. Okay.
Had gotten a boyfriend, but he wasn't gothic.
A day of the week? Oh.
I don't know. You know, they're like dark and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of.
Yeah, but they just got a boyfriend that was just like a normal dude, and it's bringing him to the family, and then I don't know, controversy ensues, and everyone learns a lesson with show tunes.
Sick. So you and I are pretty big with film, right? Like we love to watch film and TV and analyze it and break it down and have like different stuff like that. How was it like watching a play versus like TV, or sorry, a film, and the way you like analyze a film? Were you like kind of analyzing the play of it? Like
I think for me anyway, with a play you're analyzing performance more, whereas when I watch a film it's more thematic based, more plot driven.
Yeah.
And a play
even down to lighting and
yeah. So like cinematography plays a part. But then in a play you're given your stage. You're not given a huge budget for a set. It's usually painted and put together by some people, and then the lights dim and they run on stage and move it around kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or you try and do as much as you can to have one set. So it is very much trying to give, like from the acting perspective, give the performance that encapsulates that, because you're trying to keep as much attention, but also you're seeing it live, not on a screen. So it is more atmospheric, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did anyone bomb real hard?
No, not that I could pick up on. It was good.
Damn, that's solid.
Good voice. There was actually one girl that everyone had a really good voice. Like they were all good singers, good actors.
They got to be right.
One didn't quite have the level of voice as the others, but she put her all into it, and I think that definitely covered.
Probably the understudy.
No, apparently it wasn't.
Sorry, was that a hot take? My bad. Sorry. Sorry if you're Wednesday or whatever your name is.
No, she was good. No, it wasn't particularly Wednesday. I can't actually remember who it was, but I just remember thinking that. But then
how would you do in like maybe not with the singing chops, but how would you do in something like that? Because I know Jared's actually a very good. What would you call it? You won drama awards. You're a good. I don't know the fucking word.
So if we're going to get into the backstory here,
give us a rundown.
you know, you did like drama as a piss take subject in high school, it got to the point where
I never took it, but yeah.
yeah, so that was what I did it for. But then obviously through film and TV and that, started to enjoy it, and I I don't. It can be what we've talked about it before. I can be shy in that, but given the spotlight, I do actually enjoy curating it. It's almost like playing a team sport of where you've all got the same goal, and then you've got a set amount of time to deliver. Like that's your grand final kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's that atmosphere, but then it's also taking on, like, putting yourself in another shoe, and you've got to learn to live as this character.
Get real method with it.
And then I ended up doing that at the end of high school, and then from there, the Auckland Theatre Company approached me.
Hang on, you won awards, didn't you, in high school?
Oh, I just won like the drama award.
Yeah.
It's like winning the maths award or something.
Woo!
Thank you. Mum still got it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. She polishes it every 3 months.
And yeah, from there the Auckland Theatre team approached and was like, "Hey, do you want to move into kind of doing this?" But I was a 18-year-old kid that still wasn't 100% sold on being a drama kid. So my first question any 18-year-old would ask was, "You paying?"
Yeah.
And they were like, you kind of do it for the love of it. And
Long story short, no.
yeah. So anyway, I went to uni for 6 weeks, dropped out, became a concreter.
Yeah. Like most people in New Zealand, they'll try something first. I don't really like it. Get into the trades.
Yeah, but I'm terrible with like if it doesn't work for me straight away, then or like you have this like I snowball things in my head so much that as soon as an idea's floated, then I'll immediately think of the end goal kind of thing. It's like, say, when if you date someone and your first date goes really well, and then next thing you're thinking about like being together with them.
Yeah.
But it was just a case of like, oh, I came off this high of doing these good shows in high school, which in hindsight is like fuck all. And then they were like, hey, want to come do this for like kind of nothing and grind out a long career? And I was like, if it's not movies next week, I'm out.
Yeah. You're already thinking of the big ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as far as my acting chops go, what do they call it? What's the production?
Moxie.
Yeah, like a production, don't they call it at school? Yeah, I played like a wetter, I think, and I think that's about as far as I went. I can't say I'd probably deliver lines so well.
Yeah.
So I mean it
becomes like robotic. Eventually.
I mean the wetter, there was no speaking lines.
Just had to snap your knees backwards.
Yeah. I think I bounced across the stage once and then back, and my parents are very proud with that. I think my old man actually built. He took like an old bicycle helmet and like built like a full fucking wetter outfit. Yeah.
Sick.
It was it was pretty crazy. Like the old man would, especially like Halloween. Obviously, we had Halloween just gone. Like
I was actually going to ask you about this.
Some of the costumes that like he would make. Like ridiculous, like a full on, like he'd made me like a full space trooper outfit out of like I don't know, like it was like a you have like a mask that you have in the hospital, like for breathing oxygen into like a bicycle helmet with like a full on like paper overalls, and like made this backpack and stuff, and I'd carry around like a water gun. Like that would go all out.
Were you did you go trick-or-treating as a child?
Yes, yeah, I was really big on it.
Fuck yeah. When did you finish? Like 2 years ago? Yeah.
Still haven't finished.
Yeah, g'day, where's the choggies?
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
No, I don't remember. I can't remember like my exact last one. I think it was one of the last ones. We were walking around Waimaku and like we were dressed up as like soldiers because my older brother's in the army, and he brought me back. He had like heaps of camo paint and stuff. We did all that, and then we and this is probably a bit crazy. Like I don't want to offend anyone, like because it is like a little bit racist and a little bit bad. Like we had one of the guys was dressed up as like a Taliban.
my god.
Yeah, and there was like a few soldiers like escorting him around and things like that. I don't know. There was a different time, right? It was like 2004 or something.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
A little bit closer to 9/11, it was still alright.
So I'm sorry, like if that offends anyone, but I think that was probably the last time because we didn't get any fucking candy for.
Yeah.
You know.
For carrying a hostage.
we thought it was good, right? Like I mean, I understand Halloween, right? It's supposed to be scary, but like, fuck, I don't think anyone dresses scary anyway. It's just an excuse to fucking dress up as something. And we thought
was what I was going to say.
we would complete the fucking ensemble of like, if we're gonna be like army, like one of us has got to be Al Qaeda.
Okay. Like, you know, when Halloween rolls around, like all the Hollywood actors and everything go crazy with it. I saw Kendall Jenner dressed as Jessie from Toy Story with her cheeks hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, my first thing was like, isn't it meant to be scary? Like, where's the scary essence?
Yeah.
Or is it just a dress up? Like, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not the Halloween police. But like, I've been trick or treating like 2 times, and then other than that, I've never had a neighbor.
Wait. All right, hang on, and we'll get onto that. But yeah, like Jake Paul and Julia Rose, like they were dressed as like Avatar, the Avatar
Aang or Blues?
Blues.
The Avatar Blues, good team.
It's like an ultimate frisbee team. You know, like things like that. It was just like, yeah, I agree. Like, but I'm not one of those people when Halloween rolls around like, oh, you have to be scary. I'm kind of one of those people that Halloween comes around, I'm like,
just dress up.
I'll just dress up. You know, I actually anything Halloween and I'm like dressing up. The first thing I buy will be contacts.
Yeah, you do like a contact.
Yeah. Like I don't care if I'm in like my normal gears. If my eyes are fucking different, that's enough to scare people.
Yeah. It is hard because you're kind of like, I don't want to look at you.
Yeah. So you didn't go trick-or-treating?
Not really. That I can remember, but also my memory's shoddy.
I guess living
but like
in the back
when I lived like in a suburban area when I was a bit younger, I'm sure we did it. But it would have just been like a case of chuck a cape on and be a vampire. My main dress up as a child that I can remember was for the book fair at school. And I dressed up as my sister went as Hermione and I went as Harry Potter, which was stupid because I was a small ginger and Ron was the obvious choice. But old Jerry needed to be the protagonist.
You guys are practically the Weasleys. And you win as
Hermione.
Love interests as well. Only in cameo.
I remember it was
what
actually
is it? The Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah,
was huge. I'd get my Pokemon handbooks from that shit.
Yeah, I wanted to go as Captain Underpants, but
yeah, there's another book. Yeah, from damn. I used to love when the Scholastic Book Fair would come around. Not that I'd ever get a book like to read. I think it was like the newest I Spy or Pokemon handbook or fucking this and that. It was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, mine was Captain Underpants, so you could do the flip page.
Yeah. But it was just an excuse. Like your parents kind of like had to buy it because it was like through school and like, you know, like
you get the catalog like a week or 2 early and just like circle the ones you're after.
Yes.
Just shuffle it across the dinner table.
Fuck, where's the adult?
Shannon.
Where's the adult Scholastic Book Fairs?
They're called Whitcalls and you can go anytime.
Oh. I was thinking like Hustler and that. Circle the ones I want. Mom, I want these.
I've got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
But like even I did go I tried to go trick-or-treating when I was a little older, but then I remember I remember sneaking alcohol as well, so I must have been far too old to be trick-or-treating, but also just trying to scam boomers out of chocolate. So
yeah, it's a weird one, eh? Like as soon as you know what you're doing, then you're too old. Like it's like
when the magic goes.
Yeah, it's that scam. You're trying to like,
I just want food.
Yeah.
But then you'd get home like tip everything out on the ground and then do tradesies with like, because this sibling might like something more than you like something, you do trade. But
Yeah.
my mum would do the old, all right, this person's gotten more, this person's got more, this person's got more, tip it all on the ground, divide it evenly.
Damn.
I was like, what? I remember
sorry.
you go.
That would destroy me, I think.
Yeah, it'd set me up for life, I guess.
As a what?
I don't know. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you meant
Tax.
like you let all your siblings
Get
do
half
all
my
do
shit.
all the work. No, do all the work, and then when you get home, you're going to end up with candy. Set you up for life.
No, I remember like when you go trick or treating and someone you dressed up and you've done all your makeup and everything, and trick or treat, and someone chucks like a fucking muesli bar in there,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
kind of like, I was raised right, so you're like, thank you,
Yeah.
and then you just get to the letterbox and you're like,
Give it back.
piece of shit. Yeah. Can of spaghetti or something. I remember getting a can of spaghetti once.
How are you nowadays? Like, so we're obviously a bit older now. Like, if you're chilling at home and see, I always forget. Like, I know when Halloween is, but I always forget what comes with it.
Yeah.
And then like I get home from work and there's like kids walking around and I'm like, fuck.
Well, in the time that I've lived in this house, we got one trick or treater and they knocked on the door
And
and
he's never left. Sorry.
he got a can of spaghetti. No, I was. They knocked on the door. I looked out the top window, saw them there, and I was like, I'm gonna have a shower. And then because I was already like thinking about having a shower, the shower was on and everything, so we just didn't celebrate. I was the only one home.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have anything to give them. I was like,
Nah,
what do you
I mean-
want, dude? I've got like a bike, like a tire tube or a dumbbell.
I feel like I'd be okay like with it. Like I'd be real open. Like it depends. Like I always forget about it. Always forget about like that trick or treating comes with Halloween and all that. And you get home and I'm like, well, I'm not prepared.
Mm.
Like if I remember, then I probably would get something. I don't know. Like
I look forward to doing it with children. Like if once
When you have your own
once I
kids.
have kids, yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be like, let's go, like come on.
yeah, I think that's like I was saying, like why like my old man and like all like my parents would
Yeah.
make such like crazy costumes and stuff like that because they would just like they'd see how much I appreciated it and enjoyed it, and I probably took it for granted at the time.
Mm. What happens when you say trick or treat and someone says trick? Because that is the ultimate middle finger when you know that everybody's just after sugary goodness.
Yeah,
What are you expected to do?
you're like a 6-year-old go around and there's like a teenager like trick and you're like asshole.
You want to see me eat all this right now? Give it here.
Yeah.
It'd be sick to be able a kid that can just like pop a backflip on the spot or something.
Yeah, those kids are in juvie now. I mean, well,
What,
no.
backflip kids? Or-
No, the ones that say trick.
Oh, right, yeah. I don't know. Should we draft?
Yeah.
All right. So this spawned because the other day so the fitness journey is going well. I've been sticking with my CrossFit, still going a couple of times a week.
Good on you.
Yep. Quads have stayed sore. Pain in the ass, literally.
Yeah.
But I was borderline passing out. My heart rate was up near 200.
Wow.
I think I had my watch on and it peaked at like 194 or something.
Holy fuck.
And I was like, geez Louise.
Take that sugar out of your diet. Sorry, not sugar. Salt. What's the one that gets your heart rate? Cholesterol?
I don't know. This is just my heart rate
Eggs.
because I was just working out.
Yeah, okay.
And then
I'd hate
No,
to see mine.
I have a naturally... No, my heart rate when I sleep is like 40. Like it drops right down.
Damn.
But when...
That means you're fit, doesn't it?
it's actually a long story, but...
Another
in
podcast.
in our genes, we've been told that if we wanted to, we could be extremely fit or like long distance runners because my dad's got it as well.
Wow.
So they said like you probably have a better baseline fitness than most, like a good platform to work from. But never run a marathon. I digress.
Sorry.
I was working out, and
Yeah.
then pretty much I had a drink of water afterwards, and I thought, fuck me, that's a good drink of water. And it made me think, what are some of the best drinks? Like, what's a great time to have a drink? And then I pitched the idea to Andy we'll do a draft. So we'll do five picks, 4 picks, 3 picks.
I've got heaps.
So we'll do 5 then.
5 of...
So we'll do 5, each going.
Yeah.
So we start at number 1. So you take your highest pick.
See, okay, can we do a staple 5, but and then like a niche 5 that like...
Dude, it's your 5.
Oh, I can't just have 5. There's more drinks out there in the world.
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
Oh, no.
So you're going to pick your 5 from your list.
Oh, no. Okay,
We'll do an honorable mentions after.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'll do top 5. Yeah.
So this is situational drinks, and we'll
Yeah.
draft them.
So are we talking... So basically, you're in a certain situation and there's a certain drink or beverage that just makes that situation better. Yeah?
Yeah, or it's the right drink at the right time.
Yeah, fuck me. This is going to be hard to put 5 in. So are we starting with number 1 as the best?
Yeah, you got to draft your number 1 pick.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... the number 1 beverage for me has got to be morning coffee. I can't go without my morning coffee.
I was going to do paper, scissors, rock, 2 picks first, because if you say something, I can't pick it.
Right. Okay. My bad. We can take that one off the table though, because I'm
Okay.
sure you've got.
Yeah. Okay, so no, your number 1 pick is the staple, the morning coffee.
Okay. Yeah. If you're happy,
You can have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Morning coffee is my number 1 draft pick. I cannot go without morning coffee, especially paired with a ciggy. Back in the day.
The additional, just diving into the morning coffee there, I had it written down as well, and then as an extra sentence I had tacked on was, do you get your coffees from BP or anything? Or when you have a loyalty card and it's a free one. So when you get your morning coffee and it's free.
A free morning coffee on a Friday.
Say la vie.
Yeah, that's I may as well just not go to work. that is the creme de la creme of, well, at least that's my top draft pick of a beverage.
Okay, I will take my first pick. Give me the Friday beer.
The Friday beer.
Yep, the after work Friday beer.
Yep. After a long day working,
A long week, slugging it out. Apprentice is cocked up during the week. He buys the box. You're
Yeah.
sitting there, sun's out, you have a couple of drinks. But it's not only what the Friday beer is at the time, it's what it can do.
yeah,
Because coming home, you have a couple of Friday beers, but then you cruise home. I don't know why, but they just hit different. If you can move swiftly, if you can link up with your crew, with your boys from those Friday beers and then roll on, you
Yeah.
can move into a very good night very quickly.
yeah. Friday nights.
The other side of the coin there is the Friday beers, get home, put the call out, no responses. Once that wears off, suddenly the week catches up with you and you are in bed at 8 with food.
Yeah. Start early, finish early. Like it.
All right, what do you got for your second pick?
Second pick, I think, goes on from the Friday beers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Blue Ambulance the next day when
Nice.
you're hungover in draft
Yep.
pick 2. A Blue Powerade the next day.
All right.
I don't know how many times that a Blue Powerade has saved me, and then on the next day when I had to get shit done, especially like you say, a Friday beers into having to have like a Saturday mahi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Blue Ambulance from number 2 spot.
In my number 2, I'll take the movie's Frozen Coke.
Oh, huge! That's a huge call. I rate it, and I might have something similar, but I don't know if it might be same category. I don't know. It might be too close.
Once you're sitting down and you're ready to take on the cinema experience, and it's not just the frozen Coke, it's light, it's fluffy. You give it a couple of taps on the table, it drops down. You ask them to top it up. We've been through that.
Yeah, No paper straws, please.
No, or you load up, you got 5 in your pocket going in, and you just rest them on top of the frozen Coke.
You've got like a Gatling gun of paper straws ready to go into this bad boy.
But it's paired with the saltiness of a jumbo popcorn that suddenly, that's where the cinema frozen Coke comes to life. Nothing elixirs the dry lip like a frozen Coke.
Yeah, 100%. So
that's my number 2 kick, the frozen Coke.
That's good. That's good. I've got so many. Okay, number 3. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. My number 3 spot is gonna go to a Christmas Day mimosa.
Nice.
That's
huge.
That's huge. It's a staple in our family.
Yeah.
Bit of champagne, bit of orange juice, and it's the get up early, do the presents sort of thing. Even while you're doing presents and whatnot, the mimosas are on, and then you're getting tipsy. You're pretty drunk by lunch. You have your massive feed, and you're conked out.
Yeah,
and that
then
sort
it's
of
a siesta time.
Yeah, that Christmas Day mimosa takes my 3rd spot.
I like that.
Yeah.
In my number 3 pick, I think I will take waking up in the middle of the night, skull of water.
Yo, I had that on my list. Yeah, like a 3 a.m. water,
the sleepy guzzle.
Yeah, you've got water by the bed, and you've been out for a long night, and you have Macca's for takeaway or something like that, and then you just dehydrated as fuck. 3 a.m. in the morning, and
wake up,
just hit that water,
and go for the sleep guzzle. And at the time, you just
gluk,
gluk, gluk. Yeah, you might need to wake up like busting, but
big mention on that. That's huge. That's a huge 3 spot. All right, number 4. All right, I'm going something a little different for my number 4 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And those that travel a lot by vehicle will understand this. But a long drive, late night Red Bull.
Ooh,
yeah. You've got a lot of ground to cover, and
that's a drink that's doing work.
Yeah. You're going down to R&V. You got to be there at 7 a.m. So you're leaving Auckland at midnight.
Yeah.
And you're driving with the boys. You've got to be sober. Some of them might be on the piss. But that Red Bull, not only is it keeping you up, it just hits a little different when it's at nighttime. The Red Bull or energy drinks on Smoko can always be, they're always good. But it always hits different when you're like driving at night.
Yeah, it does. And you need it.
Again, like maybe paired with a
six. You don't want a coffee because that might put you on the loo.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You need to have an energy drink. You might pair it with a ciggy or a vape. But it's that late night cranking the tunes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Got a Red Bull
that's when the emotional ones come out.
And you're doing distance.
All right. I think in number 4, and this pertains to me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the holiday cocktail.
Ooh.
Specifically a tropical island. It could be anywhere. Yeah. But it's when you sit down, you look at the menu, and you glance over what they've got on tap, and you think, actually, I'm getting paid to be here because I've booked leave. You flick the page over, you see what's on the cocktail list, you pick a random name, Bananarama. You got margaritas, you've got mojitos, you take it to a lounger by the pool, you take it to a thing on the beach, you take it for a walk with you. It comes out, I don't know, you look over, someone's chucking everything in a blender, and next thing you got a delicious treat in front of you. So my 4 spot is going to the holiday cocktail.
Yeah. I love me like a Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, give me a fishbowl.
Yeah, give me something like you say, that's not like a mojito or I mean, I love margaritas, don't get me wrong, but like I want something that's like, give me a crazy name and a crazy color because I'm on holiday.
Give me a backdoor fish slap.
Yeah. Some dude just takes you out to the kitchen. Oh man, I paid for this.
Charge it to the room.
I do want to say an honourable mention before we go into our fifth spot, like on the same sort of thing, because this was tied for my fifth with another thing, is like a fruit juice, for particularly for myself, like a pineapple juice on like a Fiji buffet breakfast.
Oh, a continental breakfast where you're filling it up with the cup on.
Tiny fucking cups.
tiny
cups.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, but you're going up 6 or 7 times just for that pineapple juice when you're on the like island holiday.
Yeah, you open up the Bain Marie and there's like 36 scrambled eggs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and a couple of mini croissants and a pineapple juice
and like 64 fucking cocktail sausages, like just bouncing around like a sausage party. But yeah, if we're talking island theme, that's my honorable mention, or one of. But yeah, in my number 5 spot, I'm gonna have to go with an up and go on an early morning fishing trip. You're getting up nice and early to get out to where you need to go, and you haven't had breakfast. I'm taking breakfast in a box.
Did you believe as a kid that an up and go was legitimately 2 Weet-Bix and milk?
Yeah, because I hate Weet-Bix. Hot take, I know.
Yeah.
I am not a Weet-Bix kid. Actually, I'm not a fucking cereal kid either. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I'm drinking Weet-Bix. This is good for me. It's like the All Blacks. Like, how many can you do? And I'm like, well, I just smashed a 6-pack of up and go. So, where you at, Dan Carter?
All right. So you've got the morning up and go when you're heading out to Spot X.
Yeah.
I've got one that's a little too similar to your second pick, so I won't use it. But that would be my 5.
That's fine. Oh well.
Should I use it or nah? I'll leave it.
I don't know. I've got a few in here, and there was one not actually said that's probably I'd go my number 6, but
I won't use it. And this one also might be a bit niche.
Well, do your number 5, and we'll go through some honourable mentions.
Okay, yeah, I'll steer that one clear because it pertains too much to one that's already been said. But then for my number 5, I'm going to go sculling milk straight out of the bottle from the fridge.
Yes. Yo.
Not in a glass, not when you've been told you can have some milk, but when you barge into the kitchen, rip open the door, leave it open, scull the milk till your teeth get sore.
Full lips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight over.
Yeah.
And then lid back on, backwash, who cares?
Yeah.
And that friggin' 2-liter bottle of dark blue's going straight back in there for the next sucker that wants a little bit of whatever I have.
Yeah. I'm all about that too.
Because once you get a taste for milk, nothing satisfies.
Yeah. That's a solid 5 spot.
All right, so should we go over our picks again?
So I'll just
go through 1 to 5.
Number 1, morning coffee plus Siggy. Number 2, blue Powerade, blue ambulance when you're hungover. Number 3, a Christmas Day mimosa. Number 4, a long drive late night Red Bull. Into number 5, an up and go on an early morning fishing trip.
That's a good list.
Thank you.
My number 1 was the Friday beer.
Yeah.
My number 2 was a frozen Coke at the movies. My number 3 was the wake up in the night scull of water.
Yeah.
My 4 is the holiday cocktail. And my 5 is milk out the bottle from the fridge.
Those are all like staples. I feel like some of mine are a bit niche. Like someone's probably like, what the fuck? Why are you having Red Bull on a long drive at night? But they're good.
So my one that was, we'll do a list of honorable. Tell us what you think. What list is closer to what you think? I like this whole drafting thing. If you guys have any other ideas of what things we could write down, that'd be fun.
Yeah, what could we draft against each other? And maybe we'll come up or like with a bit of a prize or something, like whoever wins each one, or we'll crown a winner on each draft based on your guys.
I'll tell you what. I'll cut it up as a clip. I'll put it out. I'll do a poll.
Yeah.
My one that I had left. So you had the Blue Ambulance. You had the Powerade in the morning.
Yeah.
My one that I had was when you order Macca's the night before and you
Yeah.
don't finish your drink and you can wake up and demo like a Sprite or a Fanta first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Again, great minds think alike. I think that also ties into like the 3 a.m. or like midnight water.
Yeah.
And you're like scrounging around for something. You didn't bring a bottle up to bed or whatever. And you've still got like half a drink, or your ice is melted in your Macca's cup, and you're like, this will fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you can start seeing the drink through the bottom.
Yeah. And I also had like a Schweppes dry lemonade on a next day of being hungover.
Nothing.
Yeah.
If I was to rate, I'd say any sort of lemonade, and I'm not talking about like American lemonade. I'm talking about lemon lime, fizzy, New Zealand Sprite, Schweppes. Yeah. That is like my favorite soft drink.
Yeah, it hits a spot, and it's so good on the next day.
Yeah.
Which also ties into another honorable mention that I have is the shandy on day 2. You know, I mean, I'm not actually a person that has a shandy per se, but I know for a fact that is a staple for a lot of people on the next day.
And I don't want to hear anything about like, no, you're a pussy, hair of the dog, just get back into it. Look, if you go up, everyone gets the first night jitters. Say you're going away for the weekend, but you're driving up on Friday night. You know Saturday night's meant to be the big night, but once you get there on Friday, everybody rolls in, everyone gets a little excited, and you usually end up setting the boat out a little too far.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with once you've cooked up your feed and everything the next day, you chuck a little bit of lemonade, you chuck a little bit of beer, you have yourself a shandy, and slowly but surely that lemonade gets the kick, and you're straight back into
on it. Yeah. Oh, that's a big one, I think.
I had another one, which was just a chocolate milk as a meal replacement. I do that a lot.
Yeah. I think, like on that line, I also had like a thick shake post beach. You know, like post summer, post beach swim.
Yeah.
And like you either go for a cone of ice cream.
Yeah.
Or a thick shake. Or whatever.
2 scoops of cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always hits the spot.
Maybe a couple dollars chips.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good one. That would have gone right up there for me.
Yeah. I had it on there, but I think I went for like a lot of niche stuff like that might not have been on your draft and like kind of is me. And the last one I had actually was it's similar to your frozen Coke, but like a hot summer's day smoko slushy from the dairy.
Whoa, okay, here we go, bro. Cop this.
No way, you had that too.
Give me a blue slushy on a hot day.
Yeah. I legit hot summer day smoko slushy. And I'm not just blue, bro. I'll take the green, the red. I'll mix all 3 together.
Oh, dude, yeah, like blue's favorite, but I'm not picky. But yes, dude, a slushy on a hot smoko. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought that was maybe too niche to take.
No, that's I think that well, we're quite similar. So.
Yeah.
So
are you talking about Hobsonville Dairy as well?
yeah. Oh, yeah. At this point, it's I'm in Te Atu, so
yeah.
But yeah, they just go to your local dairy. They've got a slushy machine there.
Yep.
You pair it with like maybe like a Big Ben pie and like a $2 bag of lollies.
Yeah.
Maybe some sweet Thai chili Doritos. I don't know. Sounds like a great smoker.
Just me. Yeah. That was good. That was good
you got any more?
No, that's me. I'm spent.
Man, let us know what you guys think. Who won the draft out of our top 5? But I also want to know, like, put in the comments of like what you guys think. Like, what have we missed? Because I'm sure with the like limited ones that we've brought up, there's got to be heaps. Like, and we barely delved into alcoholic drinks, right? Like it was.
Yeah, well, I was trying to keep it away because it's easy just to be like, I didn't want to necessarily jump into the niches of like a cold Pals on this day.
Yeah.
A cold Steinlager on this day.
Yeah.
It was more just like the wheelhouse of the drink itself.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know if we missed anything. I'm sure like maybe like a hot cup of cocoa on Christmas Eve or something like that. You know, like
that's big in the Standen house. Dad makes the special Milos. We watch Polar Express.
Milo, Nesquik. Hey, we missed it. We missed a few.
We did. Do you want a yuck and yum to wrap this up?
Yeah. I am struggling with a yuck this week or the last couple of weeks. I think my yucks are like, again, I always do this. It's like a double-handed yuck. Look, I love summer. Don't get me wrong, but I think I don't know if you're watching this by video, you can probably see how red I am this afternoon. My yuck is just being like too much in the sun in terms of working in it. Any tradies out there will know you apply sunblock and it's gone within half an hour. You got to keep applying every 30 minutes, and you just got this layer of
you
shit
need
on
to
your
get home with like a
face.
paint scraper and just
and you're still red underneath. So
your shower time's practically double. You spend half your time just getting yourself to the point where it's okay to start cleaning yourself.
yeah, I think So sorry, the yuck's not summer. The yuck is the fucking hole in the ozone layer above New Zealand. Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think my yuck this week would probably... Actually, I didn't even think about this.
Not many yucks going around this week, mate. We're coming
I've had a good run.
Yeah.
I guess my yuck's council. The Auckland Council.
Fuck the council.
No, because like with my job, I spend a lot of time waiting for council to process stuff. And of course, with the time, what was that one? You can press it.
No, sorry.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I don't know. Where's the fucking Hobbit thing?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, team. Technical difficulties.
My yuck this week is the council. Because they take so long to grant consents, people think that it's my fault. That's my yuck. Is that I have
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2013 Rosmini drama student.
No, because people like, it's my job to deal with that, and then I deal with the client, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, we've given you all the data. Where's our plans and everything? And you're like, it's with council. It's not my problem. But you can't say that. So I know you're busy, council, but just act like you care.
No, they're not busy. They don't do work as oh well, I know I might be talking out my ass. I don't actually know. But I feel like they're not as busy. You know, like we need something on the fucking spot. They're like, yeah, we'll look at it in 2 to 3 working days. 2 to 3 working weeks later.
Am I right?
Yeah.
What's your yum?
My yum for this week is well, it's actually kind of like this month. We've just hit November, so Movember.
Nice.
My yum for this week is supporting men's mental health. We've said it before on this podcast. We lost a dear friend of ours, and I think what this month is about. Like, if you can grow something or you can't, give it a go. Donate to all of your friends doing Movember that have a page that you can donate to, things like that. And just try and grow one if you can. It's about like raising the awareness and having a conversation. Like, if you feel like you're struggling, try and talk to your mates. If you feel like you're good and you think your mate's struggling, have a conversation with him.
Let's normalize the conversation, guys.
Yeah.
You know, you can't sit around and tell people to speak up, because the people that feel like they can't, they're probably not going to. So you need to make it okay to just normalize to walk up, make it part of your toolbox or something like that, just to even say, hey guys, what's going on? How are you? How's things? And not, So
that's my yum. That's my yum.
That's a good one.
That's
There's
my
a million
yum.
things you can donate to, guys.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it's also like about getting involved, right? I know, like, I can't fucking grow a moustache for shit, right? This has already been a month, and I know some people will slander me for not starting fresh, but look, I can't grow one in a month, so I've already started.
Well,
And-
I
and
trimmed
it's
it down the other day, so
it's just about awareness for me, you know.
Yeah.
Like I just, I want you to, if you see someone with a moustache, you think, right, I need to talk to my mate.
yeah, exactly.
That's
I like that.
yeah.
Just to flip the script, my this week is cheating the system. So I was listening to an interview, and I heard a story about a couple, and what this couple did. This man got to the end of his working life. He retired at 65, say. He got his report back from his accountant, and they pretty much said to him, you are going to have to live quite frugally for the rest of your life because you don't have that much money. So what this man did, he always knew he was quite good at maths, but then it wasn't until he was a bit older and once he had time to really put into it that he realized he was a math genius.
Really good at math.
He was really good at maths. And he worked out, because the state that he was in, this is in the US, the standard lottery, for example, in New Zealand, if no one hits it, it jackpots to the next week. But I believe he was in Michigan, potentially?
Shout them out.
Yeah. Michigan, maybe Illinois, I can't remember.
One
But
of
what
those
they
states.
did was that if the winner didn't take it, if the winner didn't have the 6 numbers, it went to the person with 5 numbers, and then it dripped down to the person with 4 numbers if no one had the 5 numbers. So there was guaranteed to be a winner.
All right.
And he said, he worked out, if I buy enough tickets, it gets to the point where the probability is in my favor to win.
Damn.
So he put all of his money into buying these lotto tickets. And he did that for 2 years. And on average, he won every 3 weeks before they cut it. And then after that, he found out that Massachusetts was the only other state that played with the same system. So every 3 weeks, because he worked out that was roughly what he'd do, he would go over there, buy thousands of lotto tickets, rent a hotel room, check his tickets all night the next day,
Wow.
him and his wife. That carried on for a total of 9 years. And in those 9 years, they collected $27 million.
Holy fuck. Fuck the system.
And they made that into a movie, and the man is played by Bryan Cranston.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I have to watch that.
Yeah. Well, it was him being interviewed, and he told the story.
That is amazing. Damn.
It's called, just 1 second, I've got it in here. Jerry and Marge Go Large. It was actually
Fucking
really good.
Hollywood, eh?
Yeah, no, dude, it was a really good interview. Like listening to him, he said that.
Bryan Cranston's the man.
Oh, he's so
he's
sick.
the man.
But yeah, guys, that wraps up episode 45 of Off Topic. If you want to get at us, talk to us about the draft, talk to us about anything. If you're new here and you've stuck around this long, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. We're here. You'll keep hearing from us if you choose to. Message us on Instagram about anything, or you can see our clips on there at Off Topic Chat. On TikTok, where our other clips are and whatnot, it's at Off Topic Potty. Otherwise, flick us an email, offtopicjandy@gmail.com. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of the year. We're nearing episode 50. I got a memory on my phone today of me and you sitting in your old bedroom with the bed folded up, doing a little selfie.
Yeah.
It was episode 2.
Wow.
A year and a half ago or something now, March last year.
Damn.
And it's been a blast, and it's nice to see fresh faces and see new people coming through and hearing from people that, they look forward to hearing from us, which is fucking a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
And yeah, and don't be afraid to come up, talk to us, meet us, things like that. Send us a message, especially with Movember and things like that. If you want to send us a message, talk to someone that you maybe you're listening, but we don't know each other, but don't be afraid to reach out. Is all I'm saying.
And also, just before we go, keep a fucking eye out, because we have some shit coming out soon that hopefully you'll enjoy. We're looking forward to making it.
Yeah.
We're delving into another world. So, wish us luck. Peace.
Later. Good night, eh?
Yeah, just as I got down, I heard you guys finishing up.